Welcome back on Market Headlines. Indonesia Stock Exchange, or IDX, admitted that Sharia capital market recorded a significant growth year by year. IDX revealed capitalization of Sharia capital market until March 2021 reached 3,439 trillion rupiah. Indonesia Stock Exchange admitted that capitalization of Sharia capital market has continuously recorded consistent growth every year. Regarding this, the number of Sharia stocks have also increased by 31%, from 331 in 2016 to 434 Sharia stocks in March 2021. Director of Corporate Development of Indonesia Stock Exchange, Hassan Fauzi, explained that as many as 11 latest listed companies are included in Sharia Stock Index. While in last year, 75% of 51 new listed companies were also listed at Sharia Stocks Index.
Kapitalisasi pasar saham syariah juga terus bertumbuh, ya, dari 3.249 triliun di 2016 yang lalu per 31 Maret ini sudah tercatat di angka 3.439 triliun rupiah. Nah, tentu pertumbuhan ini kita catat cukup konsisten ya dalam beberapa tahun ini. Sebagai gambaran, jika di tahun 2021 ini ada 11 IPO saham tercatat baru, ini alhamdulillah keseluruhannya juga masuk ke dalam bagian saham syariah, jadi masuk.
Hassan added that the IDX is optimistic Sharia capital market will again experience a significant growth as government and regulator consistently give support. Especially the presence of halal industry can more boost Sharia capital market. From Jakarta, Gilang Praditya for IDX Channel. Yes, viewers, as an industry that provides a source of funding and investment facilities for the public, the Sharia capital market must be continuously developed optimally. Therefore, the capital market regulator has set a roadmap for the development of the Sharia capital market. So what is the direction of this roadmap? Let's take a look at the first graphic. So it's the direction of Indonesia Sharia Capital Market Roadmap 2020-2024. The first direction is Sharia Capital Market Product Development. And the second direction is strengthening and developing Sharia capital market infrastructure. And the third direction of Indonesia Sharia Capital Market Roadmap is increasing literacy and inclusion of the Islamic capital market, while the fourth direction is strengthening synergy with stakeholders. All four directions are listed in the roadmap for Sharia capital market in 2020 to 2024 by Financial Services Authority, or OJK. In the first direction, OJK say that efforts to encourage the issuance of Sharia capital market products with various types and characteristics have been widely carried out. However, until now, the market share of Sharia capital market products is still relatively small when compared to conventional capital market products. This requires acceleration to encourage the growth, not only about product development. The Sharia capital market must also be supported by the strengthening of supporting infrastructure, including the use of financial technology, which will certainly facilitate public access to the capital market. However, so far, the Sharia capital market has shown positive and encouraging developments. And to find out more, let's see the data in the next graphic. So it's the latest development of the Sharia capital market in Indonesia. We can see several indicators. The first one is Sharia stock capitalization. In 2015, the capitalization at 2,600 trillion, while in 2020, 3,334 trillion rupiah, or increased by 28.6%. For corporate sukuk in 2020, it's 30.35 trillion rupiah, or increased by 206.56% from 2015, while government sukuk increased by 226.93% in 2020 to 972.9 trillion rupiah. For Sharia mutual fund, it grew by 574.86% to 74.37 trillion rupiah. For Sharia online trading system, we can see the total amount of users in 2015 only 4,900 users, while in the last year, in 2020, 85,891 users, or increased by 1,650% in 5 years. The data is taken from OJK. The Sharia capital market has recorded encouraging growth in the last 5 years. This is indicated by the availability of a legal framework that underlies the activities of the Sharia capital market, the development of products and services, and the increasing number of ownership of Sharia securities. This growth is the result of the hard work of regulators and stakeholders in implementing all development strategies. However, the Sharia capital market still requires further efforts in order to obtain optimal growth. The positive growth of the Sharia capital market, of course, cannot be separated from the role of these industry players. So who are they? Let's check it out on the next graphic. So it's supporting actors of the Indonesian Sharia capital market. The first one is underwriter, while the total amount is 12. Sharia investment manager, 1. And there are 15 Sharia online trading system provider, 13 Sharia securities list issuers, 59 Sharia investment management unit, 3 administrator bank of investor account, and then 15 custodian bank, and 113 capital market Sharia expert. And all supporting actors are registered in the Financial Services Authority by 2019. Even though it has contributed greatly to the progress of the Sharia capital market, there is still a major job for regulators, namely to continue to improve the literacy of industry players regarding the capital market and Sharia aspects, because we know that these actors are the spearhead in the movement of the Sharia capital market in Indonesia. Not only industry players, public literacy must continue to be improved by the regulator also, so that people understand better and are even more confident in accessing the Sharia capital market, and this will lead to an increase in domestic financial inclusion. So these are just some of the challenges in developing the Sharia capital market in Indonesia. And the capital market itself, the industry cannot stand alone in facing the existing challenges. So synergy with other industries are also needed, one of which is the halal value chain industry, and we'll discuss more in the next graphic. So this is Indonesia's halal value chain priority sector growth versus Indonesia gross domestic product. And we can see from year by year, the Indonesia's halal value chain priority sector can even grow better than the GDP. In 2017, we can see that the halal value chain priority sector, 5.86%. And then for the GDP, only 5.07%. And in 2018, 5.71% for the halal value chain priority sector growth, and 5.17% for the national GDP. And in 2019, the growth was even higher, 5.71%, and the GDP growth only 5.02%. And meantime, amidst the pandemic in 2020, the gross domestic product minus 2.07%, while the Indonesia's halal value chain priority sector growth can even not really contracted, only minus 1.72%. So in this 4 years data, we can see that Indonesia's halal value chain priority sector can even be more interesting from the growth side versus growth domestic product of Indonesia. So strengthening the halal value chain proclaimed by the government through the National Committee on Sharia Economics and Finance opens wider synergies between the Sharia capital market industry and, of course, the real sector. So integration with the halal industry sector creates great opportunities in accelerating the growth of the Sharia capital market industry itself. So hopefully, viewers, the efforts to develop Sharia capital market will be continuously taken in order to create a greater good both for the national economy and for all stakeholders, including investors and public. And stay tuned with us because market headlines will be right back after this break.